As you may know, I've been working on this book, feels like forever, called The Dakini Journey. Part 1, Part 2. Part 1 is about Dakini journey in the contemporary world, so to speak. Not traditional way to present, but I put the Dakini journey in the context of more experiential, free Dakini-like presentation. However, I put the Dakini as a journey, Dakini as a path, or Dakini journey as a whole package of journey, which leads to the final culmination, whatever that means. Today, I would like to maybe share a little bit of my vision of part 1. It was quite a journey. It was quite a Dakini journey for me. And so I would like to share with you, because each of you are treading your own Dakini journey. So this is not about teaching session, but we want to share, how Dakini show up in your life, what that means to each of you, and what that means to embody, express, and perhaps make use of the meaningful in the world. So having said that, as usual, let's have a short quiet sitting. So always start with this. Dakini journey is elusive, but also can be experienced in many ways. Through sensation, through your breath, feeling, emotions. So now for this short session, see if you can welcome everything. Welcome everything as an expression of Dakini. See if you can open to this immediacy and freshness, never stale, moment to moment experience. Then we name her Dakini. But I just thought maybe share a little bit, maybe might interest you how I approached this kind of elusive, not so traditional journey, you can say. Initially, I felt very much like, oh my gosh, I cannot, like a bit like a new age-ish without any authentic text. And by the way, part 2 is completely traditional. It's a commentary to this 5 Dakini treat manual most of you have done and practicing, which is great. Then part 1 is more based on my own thing. Having said that, I framed that one called Dakini Journey in the Contemporary World in the 3 sections. Whenever we say the 3, something like a Buddhist idea, right? Yeah. So view, practice, or meditation, and conduct. So Dzogchen practice or Mahamudra practice, and the highest yoga, tantra practice. Actually, Dakini practice, when we say Dakini practice, including the 5 Dakini practice manual text, everything belongs to that categories, which means the highest of highest practice and in the highest stage. It's not the sutra. Based on the sutra, of course, but it's a tantra and the highest part of the tantra as well. So when it comes to like that, or any authentic tradition, have that view, meditation, and conduct. That's one way to cut the pie, so to speak, 3 ways. So then the view of Dakini journey, first view, right? And then meditation or practice comes. This part is quite a big fat part. Then the conduct, how we live the Dakini journey in the world. All are very important, but to start with view. View are pointed out. So especially in the case of Dakini, 2 things are pointed out. One is essence of Dakini. What is it? We need to know, perhaps not directly experienced yet, but we started to have a smell of, or fragrance, I call fragrance of Dakini, which is important. So the essence of Dakini. Then the second pointing out is the expressions of Dakini. In terms of the essence of Dakini, what do you think essence of Dakini? Whenever we say the essence or the nature of mind or something really core, right? Pointing out. So something beyond the world, ineffable. So Dakini is Prajna Paramita, right? Here you practice the Prajna Paramita, praise the Prajna Paramita, beyond thought, speech, and expression, right? Unborn, unceasing, the very essence of space. The domain of self-aware, so cannot see as a duality. She can know only her own face. And then timeless wisdom, or the domain of, you can say the fourth time. It's beyond the time. And primordial. Then great mother, mother of the three times Buddha. Buddha of present, past, and future. To you I bow. That's the phrase. I'm sure you recited many times. So that part is the essence of Dakini, which is pointed out. Then the second part is expression, because it's ineffable, right? Only Prajna Paramita cannot go out and do much ineffable and beyond the conduct, beyond the dualities. So in terms of expressions, there are many, many expressions, but condensed into 5. That is called 5 Dakinis. So 5 Dakinis are 5, you can say, expressions or 5 flavors or 5 crystallization of one thing, which is Buddha nature, you can say, or basic goodness. So basic goodness itself cannot be described like Prajna Paramita. But we can connect through 5 Dakinis. So that's a practice you are engaging or you engaged. So you first connect. What is it? What's the flavor? Then you engage, have a relationship with each Dakini. I was inviting ourselves to have a kind of relationship. What is it? How that manifests in my life and in my feeling, senses, in my body. So all different dimensions, humans aspect appears each Dakini as an element. Element of Dakini I'm talking about. Of course, classical way to present is 5 conflicted emotions correlate to the transformation of that, the 5 so-called wisdoms or 5 awareness wisdom. Those things are classic ways to talk about in Buddhist traditions. But my book is based on the more elemental approach. Elemental approach means more experiential. We are made of elements. Our body is made of, our emotions are made of elemental energies. Subtle body is made of elemental energies. And the so-called outer world is made of element. Then through connection, using the Dakini practice, 5 Dakini practice, we start to feel that there's no border. There are many benefits to use or to approach Dakini practice through the lens of element or nature, elemental energies. Anyway, so that's a kind of initial opening, those 2 pointing out. Then all these other nitty-gritty things unfold, where Dakini lives, channel ground as a Dakini and home of Dakinis, and so forth. Anyway, so I just started out just like a springboard for us to discuss or share how you are doing in terms of your journey. As I was saying, there's no one fixed journey. As soon as we put into the box something like this is it, then Dakini cut or pull the rug underneath. So you know that, I'm sure. And each individual has your own journey, and we can learn each other, and we can laugh at each other. And I'm sure you will laugh at me. So those things are very good. And Dakini has so many different flavors. I'm enjoying, still discovering and enjoying within myself. And also, this lightheartedness. Sometimes when we get too serious, then Dakini show up and bring up this playfulness. Then something melt and open up the path, so to speak. We're going to dedicate, just take a moment to connect. Whatever arises, perhaps whatever came up during this discussion, sharing, is like a ripples of lake or energies coming up and again subsiding back to the essence of Dakini. So these two pointing outs I was talking about, the essence of Dakini and the expressions of Dakini. Those two can sum up everything. What is the essence of Dakini? Is the same question as who are you? Who and what are you? The next pointing out, what are the expression of Dakini? It's same question as what's your life? What's your life consist of? This appearance part. Who you are, what your life is. So that's the one we are treading, this journey called the Dakini journey. So again, with gratitude and appreciation for your showing up today and the continuation of treading this journey with authenticity and humility, surrendering and vigilance, soft-heartedness and strong fearlessness. May we come home to the ever unfolding journey. Thank you, everyone.